Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Esther, also known as Schmexy Pants. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about meditation, why it's so close to my heart, how it can help you, and some different alternative ways to meditate for you to get started or to try something new. So, meditation for me. My journey with meditation has kind of been a long and winding road. I do have chronic pain and complex post-traumatic stress. So when I was quite ill in maybe, I want to say between 2013 and 2019, I really went deep into exploring meditation. And it started just out at some yoga classes, just with simple breathing meditations. And then a chronic pain clinic led me to exploring mindfulness-based stress reduction, which is, for any of you familiar with Jon Kabat-Zinn, his life's work. And then eventually, when I was unable to work for a while, I found the Willpower Institute in Richmond Hill, Ontario, where Thai Buddhist monks were actually teaching us to meditate with them, walking and sitting meditations along with the our big teacher, kind of his life's work about benefits of meditation. So it's something that I still have as my daily practice today in different ways, and that I also used with clients when I was in my expressive arts therapy training. Meditation, aside from it helping to reduce stress, it's something that actually is scientifically proven to help our brains stay more elastic, to build new neural pathways. We can retrain our brain to think more positively or just to calm down. Even for Alzheimer's patients, they're doing more research about how it can keep our brain alive and functional longer. For me though, I think that it's also really important, if you have any sort of spiritual practice, that's kind of how you keep within the work, whether it's helping you to receive messages or just helping you to release resistance. So that's why meditation is really important to me. So I think most people are familiar with breathing meditation, which I like because, if you're alive, you can breathe. And there are different ways to do that. But I wanted to talk about other ways. So here are 5 ways that I like to meditate. So let's start with the way that I was taught at the Thai Buddhist temple. Some people will know this type as transcendental meditation, but it's basically, you can do it walking or sitting, and you would choose a word that you're not very emotionally charged or attached to. For me, I really like to use the word tree. So something like tree, apple, table, something simple that is not an emotional charge, and you would repeat it over and over. In addition, you would find one point of focus on your body, can be anywhere, can be your third eye, tongue, belly, wherever it feels good to you, and you would focus on that place while closing your eyes if you're doing a sitting meditation, opening your eyes obviously if you're doing a walking meditation, focusing on that one point and then repeating your word, and then you'll get into a meditative state. Now, if you do choose your third eye as a point, or anywhere on your face, as you're closing your eyes, it's really important to put the focus there, but not to look there. You don't want to end up cross-eyed. And just repeating that over and over. I'm actually going to stand up. So if you're doing a sitting meditation, you would want your hands in your laps like this, with your right hand over. Or if you're walking, with your left hand on your belly and your right hand over top. And you can just do that over and over and over. It's really good, and I like this type of meditation because our monkey mind wants to focus on the dishes that need doing, or what that person said yesterday that was frustrating, or what you have to do next. And by using a word and a focus point, it kind of helps to get back to that place of calm and equanimity. So that's my number 1 type of meditation that I like to use. So the next type is a breathing meditation. So I spoke about how most people know that, but what's really helpful with a breathing meditation is every time you again feel that monkey mind, you're coming back to your breath. Now, you could just breathe really deeply in and out, but I like to do it to a count. So what do I mean by count? So many people are familiar with brick breathing or block breathing. So you would breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hold, and then also for a count of 4, and then you would repeat that. Again, it helps to have a focus on a number, and it helps to have a focus on, you know, this whole in and out cycle. So it's actually one of the reasons why in the previous type that I mentioned, it was not a breathing meditation, and why they said to focus on the word and on you know, a one point on your body, is because sometimes people will be so focused on the breath that they'll start to hyperventilate or not breathe. But by adding a count in, you know, it helps with that process. Whereas you're thinking about it, but that's all you're thinking about. You know, some other counts that are really good, some people like to breathe in for 4, hold for 6, and breathe out for 8. I really like that as a way to calm down or to fall asleep. And you can play with different counts. Typically you would do it in like 2s or 4s, but you can do whatever you like, whatever feels good to you. So my number 3 way that I like to meditate. So this is still kind of a breathing meditation, and it's kind of a cross between the first two. So it's by using a mantra. So when you're using a mantra, you can repeat something from your day. You know, if you've been struggling to feel safe in your body, you can, I am safe. I am safe, as you're breathing, I am safe. Or it can be something, if you've chosen an oracle card that has an affirmation, whatever that affirmation is, I am always guided. I am always guided. You can also even do it as breathing in love and exhaling fear, breathing in peace and exhaling anger, something like that. Another one that I really, really love, and I use this all the time, is the Hawaiian prayer of Ho'oponopono. And what that is I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And you can direct that at others, at yourself, or just in general. But what I would do is I would inhale, I'm sorry, exhale, please forgive me, inhale, thank you, exhale, I love you. And so that is my 3rd way that I really love to meditate. So the 4th way that I really love to meditate is a guided meditation. You know, sometimes even those of us who have a really strong spiritual practice, meditation practice, sometimes your mind just won't turn off. Or you want a meditation for something specific, like cord cutting, letting go, drawing in peace, manifestation. And there are so many on YouTube. I'm actually thinking of recording a couple guided meditations. Please let me know in the comments if you would like that and what topics you would like that on. But I feel like, you know, if you're going and talking to some spiritual gurus, they might say, it's not really meditation. And my perspective on it is, if it's something that helps you to kind of calm yourself, to focus just on that one thing that's going on with the guided meditation, I think go for it. Especially guided meditations are especially wonderful if you're using them before bed, when you're kind of in that sleepy state, or even first thing in the morning. So guided meditations, I think, are really wonderful. So the 5th way that I love to meditate, and that I think is really helpful for people, is any sort of mindful movement. You know, especially things like yoga, Tai Chi, walking meditations, as I mentioned before. They're really great because as much as you're, you know, still focused on one thing, it's bringing you into your body, so that the focus is maybe split between 2 places, but it's with intention. So especially with yoga, if you're doing a yin practice, a slower practice with fewer poses that takes a lot of focus, or even a restorative, you're still having to be kind of focused in the mind and, you know, relaxing. But by bringing it into the body, sometimes it makes it a little bit easier to have that intention. So those are 5 types of meditation that I really like. I will say that if you're trying to turn your mind completely off and have no thoughts, that's something that's never going to happen. You know, I think it's Sadhguru who often says that be thankful if you're having thoughts coming up during meditation, because it means your brain's working and you're still alive. I think that's really important. And of course, there are other alternative types of meditation. Anything that gets you in a creative zone or in a flow state, I consider meditation. You know, if you really can't turn your mind off, and guided meditations or anything like that doesn't feel right to you, play some music. Coloring is really wonderful. You know, we've seen all these adult coloring books have an insurgence in the last several years. That's for a reason. Anything that puts you kind of in your zone, where you're focused on very little other than what it is you're doing, that allows you to get into that meditative state. And that meditative state, again, will bring you calm, will help with your brain elasticity, with that neuroplasticity, and it will help you to receive messages. It will help you to channel. Even if you don't realize you're channeling, that guidance will come through. So I hope that this was helpful. Let me know if you like this type of video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I hope that you have a beautiful day.